Hey guys, and welcome back to another Kick Up podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about who we think will finish top four in the Premier League by the end of the season. And make sure you guys subscribe and comment down below what you want to see us next. And let's get started.
All right.
Well, how are you, Jafar?
I'm good, man. Excited. Another podcast, and I hope you guys are enjoying this content. We're also posting
Yeah,
on TikTok, Instagram, and the audio version of this is always on Spotify. So,
yeah, make sure you check that out. We'll leave a link down below to our Spotify podcast.
yep.
And So, top four in the Premier League, always so unpredictable.
Yeah.
You can't even predict who's going to win realistically. It's
Yeah.
always different every single season.
Yeah.
And let's before we say who we think will finish top four, let's see how everyone's doing in the table right now, mid-season. So, we have Manchester City in first place with 53 points and 21 games played. Chelsea second with 42 points, 20 games played. Liverpool third with 41 points and 19 games played. And then Arsenal are fourth with 20 games played and 35 points.
All right. Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah, never really thought Arsenal would make it into the top
Yeah.
four.
Yep. It's all really close.
Yeah, and uh, let's talk about one thing. My team, Manchester United, in seventh place.
Yeah.
Um, a bit honestly, it was a horrible, like few games that we played with Ole, his last few games that he played. He almost lost every single one of them, and it was just really bad for us. But I feel like we're back on form now with Rangnick leading the side. We're getting back onto our form, back to our winning side. And to be fair, we are seventh, but we do have two games in hand. And I know we won't win every game in hand. Like, I know we can't win every game in hand, I should say. But
Yeah.
if we do win, we will secure top four if we do win those two games. So, again, the Premier League always so unpredictable. Anything can happen.
Yeah. It was time to go for Ole. But
Yeah.
all right, let's get
Well,
on.
so Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal right now in the top four. Let's start off with your fourth place by the end of the season. Who do
All
you
right.
think will be fourth?
So I know Arsenal are in it right now, but they lost the game today, and I don't think it's gonna be the only game they'll lose from now on. And it's still January right now, and still time to go. And I think they'll lose their form, and I feel like other teams will play better by the end of the season, and I think they just won't be able to keep up because
Yeah.
realistically, they haven't qualified for the Champions League in so long. I don't think it's happening
Yeah.
this season either.
The thing
So
with Arsenal
yeah,
though, they showed a lot of resilience this season.
yeah,
They proved how good they are, and let's hear
yeah.
your top four now, your
All right.
fourth place.
So my fourth place for the Premier League by the end of the season is Manchester United. And I know
Okay.
that right now they're on the seventh, but I think they'll clutch up fourth by the end of the season. It might not be soon, but by the end of the
Yeah.
season, I believe they'll be in fourth place.
Yeah, Manchester United, we always tend to clutch up at the last few moments. That the season where Bruno came in, we were doing horrible and he helped us finish third. So we always pull off some tricks of ours and we always manage to secure top four.
Yeah,
And for me, I think I agree with you. I think Man United will finish fourth place as well by the end of the season. I think we have it in us. We have a winning side. We have players who are capable of getting us there, and I think we can secure fourth place.
yeah, it's the United mentality, big club.
Yeah. Well, enough said about that. Let's hear
Yeah.
about your third place.
All right, so for me in third, it will be Chelsea, and I know they started so strong. They were at first for a couple weeks, not even a couple, a few weeks. But as you've seen in December, they've been missing out on many points, just many just draws they could have won. And I feel like their strikers aren't really performing. And with Lukaku right now coming out with a really interesting interview about how he really wants to go back to Inter, and he shared
Yeah,
his feelings about how he's really not feeling, content at Chelsea, and that's just crazy because everyone expected him to be on top this season. And
and
we even talked about him being, you know, worth the money, whatever, a few weeks ago. But
yeah, yeah. And he showed his form. He showed his what he was worth. And the thing is, before, like right when he joined Chelsea, he's just like, this is my place. This is where I need to be to progress in my career. And he seemed so confident. And now all of a sudden he's saying he wishes he was at Inter. It's
yeah,
crazy.
it was very unpredictable because I don't know, like the fans. I feel like the fans. Wait, I just don't know what to say about it because he just seemed so content and so happy, and then the next day, like, it's just so unpredictable, and it just shows that like how life can just turn upside down in like in one day.
Yeah.
And
One performance may make you seem like you may not fit in,
yeah,
or maybe something at a training session, like all these factors take an effect.
yeah, he might be just doubtful, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure where this can go, but he said something about him not fitting into like uh Tuchel's game plan or whatever, his formation, and like how it doesn't suit him, whatever.
Yeah, and that's crazy because you feel like a top class manager like Tuchel and a top class player like Lukaku, they would work well together, but seems not.
Yeah, and they paid a bunch of money for him, so I'd expect them
Hmm.
to actually use him to his full potential.
Yeah,
Because everyone predicted
well,
him to be the next Drogba at Chelsea, and yeah,
those are big boots to fulfill.
yeah, they
Well,
are.
but Lukaku seemed like the player who could do it, but it's all about the mentality, and I
Yeah,
guess he's not at the best place right now.
yeah. So we'll see about that.
We'll see.
Yeah,
And for me, third place, I actually think Liverpool will come third place. Now,
really.
yeah, well, you gotta take in fact that the AFCON will come, Mane will leave, Salah will leave, Keita will leave, three huge players for Liverpool, and without them, I don't really see them getting the performances that they need to get to maintain the top three and well, top two, I mean, because right now they're fighting for second with Chelsea, right? It's really close. So with them, it's either who's going to finish second or third, and I think Liverpool will finish third.
That's a valid point. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Mo Salah conspiracy as well. Let's
It's
talk about that. He celebrated
not even a conspiracy
Christmas.
anymore.
Yeah, which, as we all know, Muslims do not celebrate Christmas, and
Yeah,
maybe this is a way of God punishing him, punishing his bad form for
yeah,
celebrating a non-Muslim holiday.
yeah. It's funny because the game right after Christmas, I was watching
Yeah,
it versus Leicester, and after 15 consecutive penalties, he missed one, and then he missed the rebound as well.
yeah,
I was
it's
actually I
crazy.
was raging that game. Oh my God! And we could have gotten the win.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
big loss.
yeah, but
Well,
he's still very crucial. He's still very crucial to Liverpool.
yeah, like I feel like Salah's the type of player where if he has two or three bad performances, maybe. Like, everyone has those days. People criticize him way too much for that. As in, Messi can go like 5 games without scoring a goal or assist, and everyone's gonna be like, but it's Messi.
Yeah, he
It's
has the
just,
big fan base.
Yeah. Well, I think we should move on to second place now.
Yeah, all right. Well, okay, so I really wanted to put Liverpool as my prediction to finish first, but as you said it, I put into consideration the AFCON was starting in the 9th of January. By the time we upload this,
Yeah.
it already started. So
Yeah.
we already see how like much it affects Liverpool, but I feel like what Liverpool will be missing Mane, Salah, Keita, Mane, Salah especially. So they'll have a really hard time scoring, and the midfielders will really have to step up. The whole team will have to step up to actually make up for their losses for
Yeah.
however long it takes. But I don't think they'll be able to keep that same form to compete for the title. So yeah, I can't. I really wanted to put them in first, but I couldn't.
Yeah, it's probably sad for you as a Liverpool fan having to admit that
Yeah,
they will not win the league. And
yeah,
for me, I mean, it's clear. I said either Liverpool or Chelsea, they're fighting for second and third. So my only option for second is Chelsea now. And I think they can do it. I think Tuchel will lead the men into second place. I think they will end up clutching, even though they're in bad form right now. They will
yeah.
get those points. They will finish second, and they just have Chelsea are easily capable of doing so.
Yeah, it'll be really close between Chelsea and Liverpool, I feel like.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I just wish there was no AFCON because I feel like that would really change how the Premier League would be and like how and where teams would finish.
yeah,
But
especially for a team like Liverpool that depend on their two African attackers, Mane
yeah,
and Salah.
yeah, I just feel like AFCON should be its own like have it should have its own time outside the season, just like the Euros and Copa Americas, but
Yeah,
like, just the consequence of them not having their own, their own time. They're not valued enough.
yeah.
Because AFCON is a really strong tournament, just like the Euros and the Copa America.
Well, it's sad to see how the consequences are for not being valued enough.
Yeah,
It's not their fault, but you can't do anything about it.
exactly.
And I think we should move on to who we think will win the Premier League, but it's a bit
Yeah,
obvious, and
yeah.
you can start off.
I'm sad that it's a little bit obvious, but what? No, it's gonna be what the second season in a row now
Yeah,
because they won it last season, and again, City are winning it. Even them missing a striker, they're so strong and just unbelievable. Even as their rivals, you're gonna have to congratulate them if they do win it. And I hope I'm wrong in my prediction, but
yeah.
I feel like they will win, and if they do, then they deserve it
City, the past 10 years have actually been dominating the Prem, and
easily.
yeah, they've been the best team in the Premier League. Like they basically represent the English side for us in the Champions League. They in the past 10 years they've been really strong, and I think City will win as well. Hate to say it as a United fan, they're both
Yeah,
our rivals,
yeah,
and City will they'll easily win. They have a 11-point lead gap from second,
yeah.
which is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot for mid-season.
Hmm.
It's huge because those points mean everything. Like a
Yeah,
couple, 3 seasons ago or something, they won the league by a point, wasn't it? When they beat
yeah,
Liverpool by a point to win the season.
it was
So
really close. Yeah.
yeah, so that those points mean a lot, a lot. So
Well,
and wait, we have to talk about how Jesus has stepped up. Gabriel Jesus
yeah,
with
yeah,
Aguero
Gabriel
missing,
Jesus.
De Bruyne missing, not much going on in the attack, and
And Bernardo Silva, I think, has
Yeah,
filled in
yeah,
De Bruyne's
yeah.
boots
Definitely,
really nicely.
definitely.
And Jesus, he's been class. I think City just have such a good lineup. They have
Yeah,
unlimited amount of players that can perform and
yeah,
just works for them each and every time.
yeah. They're all very confident players. They show their ability, and Pep knows how
Yeah,
Pep knows how to get the most out of them.
especially like they always have a player doing solid things in every single part of the field. In the defense, they have Cancelo, Ruben Diaz, Walker,
Support.
midfield depth. Yeah,
So
they have so many players. Like it's countless. In the midfield, they have Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Rodri. It's and attack, of course, they have Sterling,
yeah,
Jesus, Mahrez. Crazy.
each and every part of their team could be in like the best Prem 11.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Yeah, I don't know how they can get such a good team.
Well, I think that concludes who we think will finish top
Yeah.
four in the Prem by the end of this season. And I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. Make sure to like and comment and subscribe if you're new here. And thanks for watching. That's all.
All right,
See
peace.
you.